It's day 3 of rain, your child has a fever, and they're begging for unlimited screen time because there's nothing else to do. You've worked so hard to establish healthy screen boundaries, but now you're questioning everything. Surely sick days and terrible weather are legitimate exceptions, right? Everyone says it's okay to relax rules when kids are unwell or stuck indoors. But here's what nobody tells you. These are the exact moments when maintaining boundaries becomes most crucial for long-term success. Breaking your screen limits during challenging times doesn't just undo progress. It actually rewires your child's brain to expect screens as solutions to discomfort. At the end of this video, I'll share the complete strategy that keeps your screen recovery on track, even during the hardest parenting days. The reason sick days and bad weather feel so challenging is that they trigger our natural instinct to comfort our children through entertainment, especially when we're feeling overwhelmed ourselves. A feverish, cranky child asking for their iPad while you're stressed about missed work and endless indoor time creates the perfect storm for abandoning boundaries. Your tired brain tells you that screens are harmless comfort during difficult circumstances, and that maintaining limits when your child is suffering seems unnecessarily cruel. But here's the critical insight most parents miss. Sick days and bad weather are actually when your child's developing brain is most vulnerable to forming negative associations. When children learn that discomfort, boredom, or challenging circumstances automatically lead to unlimited screen access, they develop what psychologists call external regulation, the inability to self-soothe or find satisfaction without digital stimulation. This sets them up for a lifetime of reaching for screens whenever they face any uncomfortable situation. Your child's brain is incredibly smart and will remember that feeling sick or being stuck indoors resulted in unlimited iPad time. This creates a subconscious association where physical discomfort or environmental limitations become triggers for screen craving. Some children even begin to exaggerate illness symptoms or complain more dramatically about weather because they've learned these situations unlock screen privileges. Here's your actionable strategy. Create what I call comfort care packages, specifically for sick days and bad weather, that provide the nurturing and engagement your child needs without relying on screens. These packages should include novel activities that only appear during challenging times, making them feel special rather than restrictive. Fill containers with items like new coloring books, special art supplies, audiobooks, quiet puzzles, soft Play-Doh, or even a small flashlight for creating shadow puppets on the wall. The key is preparing these packages in advance when everyone is healthy and calm, not scrambling to find alternatives when your child is already melting down about screen limits. Include items that can be used from bed or the couch if they're genuinely unwell, and activities that work well in small spaces during bad weather. Make sure each package contains enough variety to last several hours without requiring your constant involvement. Introduce comfort care packages by explaining that being sick or stuck inside means extra special activities come out. Activities that are only available during these challenging times. Frame this as a positive trade rather than a restriction. When we don't feel well, we get to use our special comfort activities that help our bodies rest and heal. This reframes difficult circumstances as opportunities for unique experiences rather than deprivation. The most important part of maintaining screen limits during challenging times is managing your own emotional state. When you're anxious about your child's comfort or frustrated by their complaints, you're more likely to give in to screen demands just to create peace. Recognize that your child's temporary discomfort about entertainment options is normal and necessary for their long-term development of coping skills. Adjust your expectations about activity duration during sick days and bad weather, but don't abandon engagement entirely. A sick child might only focus on an activity for 15 minutes instead of their usual 30, but this is still preferable to hours of passive screen consumption that teaches them to associate feeling unwell with digital stimulation. Create comfort rituals that don't involve screens, but provide the nurturing your child craves when they're not feeling well. This might include extra reading together, gentle music, warm blankets, special healthy treats, or simply more physical affection and presence. These rituals teach your child that comfort comes from human connection and self-care practices rather than digital entertainment. For bad weather days, involve your child in planning special indoor activities before the weather turns difficult. Let them help choose which comfort care activities to prepare or even create new ones together. This gives them something to look forward to during challenging weather rather than dreading the boredom of being stuck inside. Remember that other parents will often judge your decision to maintain screen limits during sick days or bad weather. You might hear comments like, "Just let them watch TV, they're sick," or "It's raining, what else are they supposed to do?" Trust your long-term vision for your child's relationship with technology rather than seeking approval from people who don't understand your goals. The children who learn to cope with discomfort, illness, and challenging circumstances without automatically turning to screens develop resilience that serves them throughout life. They learn that temporary discomfort doesn't require immediate digital relief, that boredom can be solved through creativity and problem solving, and that challenging situations are opportunities for growth rather than excuses for abandoning healthy habits. By maintaining screen boundaries during the hardest parenting moments, you're teaching your child that their well-being doesn't depend on external entertainment, but on their own inner resources and the comfort that comes from caring relationships. Comment below and let me know what you are currently struggling with relating to your kids' obsession with screens. Click the link or check my bio to discover an ebook that can give you all the skills that you need to stop your child's screen addiction.